A very good day to you and welcome to JoeGa Joy Fitness with me, Jo, and to today's Pilates class. I hope you do enjoy it, and if you do, please like, share, subscribe and hit that bell, let me know you've been watching. When you're ready, we're going to begin with our warm-up. So we're just going to start off with just roll the shoulders. Oh. Lovely. And we're just going to wrap the waist. And then just reaching it up and over. Stay on the same side, just lengthening through. And change sides, please. Oh. Good. Just take a little movement through the neck, up and down. And then just come to centre and go side to side. So just like looking over your shoulder. Oh, lovely. And then come to centre and ear to shoulder. Try not to bring the shoulder up to the ear, but just lengthen through the neck. Excellent. And then we're just going to take a roll down. So just rolling down towards the feet, coming into that long extension through the spine, and then coming back up, stacking, using the core to pull everything back up, on and in. And again, rolling down and rolling up. We do one more like that. So rolling down and rolling up. Okay, this time we're going to do that same roll down, but we're going to do a twist to one side. So come down and then take one hand to the opposite foot and open up and twist to the side. And come back down and roll up. I'll just turn side on so you can see. I'll turn the other way so I can go the other side. So alternate the sides, roll down and twist to the other side. And then down and come up. Okay, so just rolling down and open. And come up, and rolling down, and open, and come up. And again, just do a few of these. So everything in this today is going to be well repeated, so that we've got plenty of time to kind of get in to kind of crux of the moves, if you like, really feel the benefit of them. And again, okay, we're going to do one more each side, please. So just really feeling like we're warming up that core, warming up the spine, and making sure we're not putting the back at risk. Excellent. And then I'm just going to shuffle my way down to the bottom of my mat. We're going to do that roll down again, and we're going to take a walk away. So rolling down, no twist, come out into plank. So you can either take a plank here, or you can bring the knees to the ground, or you can come into box. And then we're going to walk that back and come up and roll the shoulders at the top. So shoulder roll to start, come on down, take it out. You could drop to the knees straight away and walk out to a 3/4 plank if that's preferable. So I'm just going to show that a little bit on the side so you can see. So you'd come down and then you'd drop onto the knees straight away and then walk the hands out, roll the hips forwards into a 3/4 plank and then roll it back and come up. Excuse me. So having a costume drama. Lovely. Roll it down. Walk it out. It's a bit windy here this morning. So always gets a bit windy at sunrise and sunset, so it's interfering with my class plan. Let's go for 4 more like this, whatever you're doing. You can change it, you can make it stronger or make it less, depending on what level you're at. We've got 1 more, if you can. Come on up. And then walk it out to whatever plank you're doing. Pause and hold it here. And then drop the knees down. And you're going to sit back into our child's pose. Just take a stretch here. And I'm just going to adjust my class so that the wind can't interfere with it. Okay, come on up. If you can kneel. If you need to stand or if you prefer to sit on your bottom, just take hold of one hand in the other hand and just take a little stretch around and then release, and then other hand in and stretch around. Okay, and release. And then we're going to take the arm up in the air, hold the wrist again, stretch to the side and release. Release the arms down. Take a breath in, hold the other wrist, excuse me, and stretch to the other side. Okay, and then coming onto all fours. It's just like a cat-cow, like you would do in yoga. So just rolling the spine up as if you're trying to look to your belly button, drop the head down, lift up through the spine, and then drop it down and away. Okay, so raise and release. And raise and release. All right, 1 more. And then just hold a neutral spine, just kind of look over one shoulder. Oh, it looks like it's dawning into a beautiful day today. And then look over the other shoulder. We've had some really weird ones. And then infinity flow, so just kind of thinking about that figure of 8. We completely disappeared into a cloud yesterday and we had lots of rain. Today I've woken up and there doesn't appear to be a cloud anywhere, so take it back the other way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn around, squeeze at my bottom to you. We're just going to take one leg out behind and bring it in, and then the other leg. Now, the key with this is not to sway your body from side to side. So pull on through the centre, slide that leg out without loading into the other leg. So I'm not kind of reaching over, putting the weight into it and then picking that leg up. I'm pulling everything through centre. I'm really pulling my core on and I'm pushing that leg out and then bringing it in. And it's all core work, as Pilates tends to be. Push and pull. Okay? Now we're going to take the opposite arm to leg and extend that. As we extend the leg behind, again we're alternating really slowly. Make sure you're not dumping onto the supporting limbs. So really strong through the centre. Okay, just keeping everything moving. I don't want to do any rests. I want to work for that overload, but if you need to take a rest, take a rest. Okay, if you can't do this because of the knees or wrists or elbows, you can do it standing. You just take it away and take it away. Okay, and take it away. So there is that option. or you can come down onto forearms, or you can just not do it at all. Okay, we're going to change this now. It's always an option not to do. We're going to change it so the leg is going to still do the same. The leg is still going out the back, but the arm is going to go out to the side. And this starts to then work a little bit with the brain, because you're kind of like working a little bit differently. So I'm still extending my leg behind. I'm just going to walk this around so you can see. But I'm taking the arm to the side. And this is one you can do with weights. I was contemplating weights this morning, but I'll save that for next time. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just one more each side here, and then we're going to just take it into that held position with the arm overhead towards me, towards the front. Hold this now, try and hold it and try and stay as still as possible. So just holding, 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 holding. Keep holding. All right, and let that go and change sides, and then hold. Just holding, holding, holding. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release that off. Just come up, just make sure the wrists feel okay. Give them a bit of a shimmy and shake. We're going to come onto the forearms now. We're going to work transverse abdominis. So we're just going to lie down as if we're in Sphinx pose. And then all we do is just take a note of your belly. The rib cage shouldn't be down, the shoulders shouldn't be haunched. So lengthen there, so you're stretching through the spine, lengthen up. Your belly button should be on the ground. And your pelvis, your thighs, your knees, your feet. And what you're going to do is you're going to push up so that your belly button and your thighs are off the ground. And again, I'm just going to turn to the side because you can't always see this one very well. So just peeling up and peeling down. So it's a very small movement, but you're not pressing your arms into the ground. So don't push through the arms. You're really pulling up that core and back down. And it's such a little move, and it's quite a strong move. I'm just coming back round onto the mat if that's okay, because the floor is cold and hard on the old knees. So you kind of peel belly button, pelvis, pubis, thighs, pause, and then back down in reverse. Thighs come down, pubis, pelvis, navel. So just peeling up and peeling down. That's good. And peeling up and peeling down. And peeling up and peeling down. Just a couple more. You can take a swan stretch at any point. Releasing off the back. So we're going to do that now. Take one up and then just walk it back and take a little bit of a swan stretch here. And then come back to lying. I hope you can see over my head. We're going to just lift alternate legs behind us here. Lift and release. Lift and release. Head is down, chest is down, arms are down. The only things that are working are the lower body. Or the only thing that is working is the lower body. Really squeeze your tush as you bring your leg up. Squeeze that bottom really hard, lengthening the front of the body, so really feeling it lengthen through hip flexors and the belly. Okay, one more. Now changing the emphasis, bring the arms down beside you so the elbows are kind of gripping the rib cage, and lift up and down. So whereas when we were doing transverse, we were peeling the belly down, that's all still glued, and what we're doing is we're peeling from the navel upwards. Okay, now if you prefer, you can take the elbows out to the side. Try not to push into the ground, we're not doing a stretch, and you can bring one arm off with you and alternate that. Again, try not to tip the chin as well, keep the neck and the throat in line. If you're feeling really strong, you can bring both arms up into a much stronger dorsal raise. It really just is about how you're feeling. You've got a couple more. And if you do find that as you lift, you kind of pull the elbows back and jut the chin forwards, keep the fingertips on the forehead, and that way you eliminate that little cheat. Okay, last two, please. Okay, last one. Lovely. Push it back into child's pose. Oh, take a bit of a stretch. And we're going to flip it over to semi-supine. So this is, oh dear, it's very windy, but I can see the sky is just beautiful. It is, yes, it's definitely, it's like a, yeah, velvety blue, isn't it? It's really beautiful. Okay, just coming into tabletop here, we're just going to take the arms up, palms facing together, pull the shoulder blades down and then push them up. So imagine that you're just kind of squeezing your shoulder 50 pence piece and then release them off. And then pull them down again and then push them up. And then pull them down and hold them down. I'm going to just go a bit on the diagonal so you can see. And we're going to drop the thumbs over the back and bring them back up, okay? But you keep the shoulder blades pulled together at all times. Also obviously navel to spine, we've got that Pilates hold. And we are just dropping the arms overhead and pulling them back in. Oh, it's really windy though, it's very chilly. This hopefully means it's going to be a nice warm day today. It's supposed to be getting warmer. Yesterday was supposed to be the coldest, so it's on the way up again. Right, this time what we're going to do, keep the shoulder blades pulled together, drop the arms behind, and then curl up the spine till the fingertips touch the thighs, and then roll it all down. So imagine your spine is a bit like a banana skin. It's peeling up and it's peeling down. Really hold that core on and in. Peeling up and peeling down. Peeling up and peeling down. I don't know if you can hear that wind. Really blowing. And apologies if you get, it's a bit disturbing. Alright, one more like this, we're going to take it to the next level again. So coming up. So this time as you drop the arms behind you, extend one leg. So you're lengthening across the tummy, and then pull the leg in and curl up, and then do the other leg. I'm going to hit the side here and pull it in and curl up. So I'm just going to adjust my position. And arms, both arms, one leg, and back in. And both arms, and one leg. And both arms. 4 more, please. And last one. And just bring the knees in, just rock the back, make sure everything feels nice and reset. Lovely, I just need to refresh myself. Okay, so we're just going to bring one leg up into tabletop. I might just turn it the side up. And then just push that leg out. We're going to curl up through the spine if we can, watch what the leg is doing and pull it back. So if you imagine that your heel is resting on a shelf, so it can't go down and it doesn't want to go up. Okay, so it's not extending at the knee and it's not moving through the hip, it's just straightening away. So you'll feel the load into the abs and then pulling back in. The curl up through the spine here is optional. You can put the head and shoulders down, but I'm going to keep mine curled up just because it's cold on those tails and it works a little bit harder if you've got the top of the abs engaged as well. You can place one hand on the belly. This helps you to remember to pull navel to spine, lift the pelvic floor and push and pull. Okay, we're going to change sides, so pick the other leg up and just turn working leg towards you. The sky is absolutely stunning. Push, I hope you get to see it over the balustrade. It's not as bright orange as it was, it's now gone quite yellow, but it's quite incredible. What I need to do is get up this early on another day and take a picture of it, but of course whenever I do that it never looks like this. it's different every day, it's quite incredible. But I've not seen that blue in that sky like that for the whole time I've been here. It's beautifully blue, it is. But yesterday Maroma disappeared, the mountain was completely in cloud and then we got engulfed in cloud. So, last one. And then what we're going to do, just rock the knees from side to side, make sure the back's okay. Bring both feet up and then do alternate pushes. Yeah, and there was kind of this ethereal glow around us because we were completely in cloud, but you could still see kind of the lights from the villages through the cloud, so it was really kind of a spooky. But then I can see a little bit of a cloud over Maroma today, but we were completely engulfed in cloud. There doesn't seem to be any cloud around today. It's amazing how quick it changes up here. But yeah, I could do with a couple of days of sunshine. I've got some washing I need to do, I need to get dry. So it's always helpful. Alright, go for 4 more. Excellent, and then just put the feet down and just rock it from side to side. I'm losing my clothes. Alright, so we're just going to go back to a more sort of traditional abs exercise. Take one arm up and over, it doesn't matter which side. You're going to curl up and go towards the opposite knee. Nice and slow and steady. Keep it on the same side, just keep crossing over. And then just switch sides for me, please. So if you do struggle, if that shoulder doesn't like extending that much, you can just put your hand on your waist and just push through the middle. Hopefully you can see that. You don't have to have this full extension if it doesn't feel good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to finish that one, take both arms up overhead, and we're going to alternate. So we're going to go one side and then we're going to go the other. So we just bring one hand down and twist and the other. Now again, if you don't like having the arms overhead, you can have them to the side, or you can have them on the hips and just push. We're just kind of rotating across the shoulder blades, okay? So oblique twisting at any level. I always like to write a plan for my class so that I've got a focus, but more times than not I go off piste, off plan, and just do things that feel right at the time. But it's always good to have there in case sometimes I get a mind blank and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't think of anything to do, so it's quite good for that. Right, now what we can do here is bring the legs into tabletop, both legs up, and continue that oblique twist. And again, I'm just going to take that round to the side and roll it across and up. Oops, crush it. Okay, 4 more please. Remember, you can put the feet down at any time if it's too much. And last one. Okay, let that go. Release it off. We're going to come up to sitting. Excuse me. Have the legs extended out. And we're just going to kind of roll the fingertips down towards the toes. And then back up. It's not about touching the toes, it's not about stretching. What we're using is the core. So again, I've completely set my mat up wrong today. And I'm rolling down, and then as you roll up, kind of pull back, get a little bit of a pull on the core, and roll down, and roll up. Squeeze those shoulders together, roll down. Now we're going to come down wherever you get to. You don't have to reach your toes, just hold on. Lengthen your spine at the bottom here, you'll feel a big stretch. Then roll it back in and roll it back up. And again, I'm going to take that as a side view for you. So, rolling down, take hold of wherever you take hold. Lift up, rise, and then roll back down and roll up. Roll. Oh my goodness. Roll down. Lengthen. Alright, one more. And then we're going to roll all way back down. Come back down to semi-supine. We're going to lift the legs up and we're going to drop one leg towards the ground and lift it back up, and then drop the other leg towards the ground and lift it back up. So we're alternating the drop. When I say towards the ground, we're not putting the leg down, we're not resting, we're holding it here and then bringing it up. If your legs don't straighten, you can take bent legs. If you don't like the curl up of the spine, so here I am lifting up and dropping these legs down and up. But if you don't like that, relax them down and just take it. For a lot of people, just holding the legs up can be quite challenging. So if that is too much, just do one side and do maybe 10 reps and then change and do 10 reps. So again, lots of options here. Maybe not 10 reps because we don't have time for 10 reps. Maybe start by doing 4 and then changing. Or just do the alternate ones if you can. So lots of options, lots of choice. Alright, last 2, and then what I'd like you to do is just bring the knees in, rest the shoulders and head down, just rock it out, and maybe put the feet down and just make sure the back feels okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the legs up again, but this time we're going to rock them from side to side. Okay? Now, if that's too much, legs into tabletop, bend them. So you're doing it a little bit easier. Shoulders stay down, but the hips come off. So you'll see there's that twist there. If your shoulder comes off as well, you're not twisting. And the twist is what we're looking for here, that oblique recruitment. So twisting across the obliques. So shoulders glued, arms glued, but hips rolling. Right, 4 to go, please. And last time, last side. And then maybe just put the feet down, take a big body stretch. Or maybe you just put the feet on the floor, rock it out, whatever you need to do. And then we're going to come back up to sitting. We're going to take those feet about mat width apart. So if you're not sitting on the mat, it's a bit wider than shoulders, definitely wider than hips. Just going to take the hands up in front here, elbows nice and high, fingertips facing down. And you're going to rotate from the waist to the side and then back in. So you're not just taking the arms stay in front, turn the whole waist and then back. And turn the whole waist and back. That's it. Okay, again, 4 more, my favourite saying. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open the arms and bring them back in. And open, so you're still twisting from the waist. Open the arms and in. Open and in. 4 for the last section, what we're going to do is we're going to take those arms out and we're going to twist without bringing them in. So try and keep them, again, don't bring the arms across you, try and keep them extended and rotate from the waist. Okay, let that go. Right, we're just going to take a little bit of a stretch here, reach over. And come on up and then take a rotation. And release. Take a reach over, lengthen. And release and take a twist. Good, and release. Just drop the chin down and raise it up. And drop it down and raise it up. Good, roll the shoulders. Oh, and roll them back the other way. Okay, come over onto all fours. Just step one foot forwards if you can. It's a bit of pressure on the back knee. If you need to, just kind of double over your mat. Press it over and then again reach and lengthen. And release. Just pull that back, a little bit of a hamstring stretch. And swap sides. So step the other foot through. You can pad out the other knee. Push forwards and then reach. Good work, and release and pull back, just a bit of a hamstring stretch. Everything feels a bit cold and a bit taut and slow today. Okay, now just allow yourself to come up into forward fold. And rolling yourself up and taking a big gather. And again, just rolling that waist. And reaching that arm. And change sides, please. Reach. Excellent, and let that go. Just take it as if you're holding a big ball in front of you, stretching out the upper back. Remember we had that upper back contraction and scapular contraction at the beginning, and then just opening up the chest, lengthening through rectus abdominis as well. So kind of open up and lean back. It's a good stretch. And then take a big breath in. Bring the hands together, turn them away, lengthen to the sky. Reaching over. And release. Take a big breath in. Interlace the hands, reach to the sky. And to the other side. Oh, good work. And release. Just one more. Breathe in. Take a big stretch up. And release it off. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a lovely rest of your day. Did Eloise